Hey, Derek. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, James. Derek says, dang, Jimmy, taking my line. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Gary. Hi, is everybody. Hey, David. Hello, Earth people. Hey, Diamondback. I'm in Pigeon Forge, James, down towards the Gatlinburg end. Hey, Leslie. Jimmy says he's good. Hey, Pam. Hey, Angie. Lord, y'all, I looked away and y'all all slipped in on me. Glad I scrolled back. Yeah, I've been trying to, and I should have started sooner, but I watched the darn news there till 7 o'clock and then ventured out. I was trying to find something different. But hey, Doug and Tara. But I didn't have any luck. And like I said, I was on. No, there won't be no drive-through tonight, James. I've already had supper and everything. I actually had Little Caesars pizza for tonight, and it's been a long time since I've had Little Caesars. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Hey, DP Mart. Hey, Ashley. Oh, you're here? Okay, so you're here now, Ashley. Hey, if you're riding around, Ashley, I'm down here on the Gatlinburg end of Pigeon Forge right now at the moment, right in front of the Live Shark store. Okay, you on the road again, Doug? James is saying, hey, Leslie says Little Caesars my absolute favorite. It's been forever since I've had a Little Caesars, Leslie. And it was good. I about ate the whole thing, but I didn't. Okay, you're in Gatlinburg, Ashley. Got you. I thought about riding through Gatlinburg tonight, actually, but I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. It just depends on how the night goes. And Jimmy saying hey to Doug. Hey, Larry. Actually, I didn't, Larry. I mean, I know the crazy bread's good, but with it being just me, because Tootsie can't eat none of that, I do without the crazy bread because then it'd be way too much food. I mean, like I said, I couldn't even eat all the pizza. And hey, Teresa, TME TV. Hey, Ed. I appreciate all y'all coming in, boy. Everybody jumped in. All y'all jumped in right off the bat. I appreciate that. I mean, you don't have to, that's for sure. As you know me, I've always said y'all come in anytime you want to, leave anytime you want to, whatever y'all want to do. But one thing about it, all y'all jumped in here right off the bat. TME TV saying hey to everybody, to all the sweet peeps in here. Angie saying hey. Leslie says crazy bread is my favorite thing there. Order it with extra butter and Parmesan. Okay. Doug says hey to Jimmy. James says beer and pizza sounds good. Yeah, I didn't have the beer though, James. I just had pizza. Larry says up there is where we used to stay at Whispering Pines. Right. Matter of fact, I drove up there, Larry. That's where I was scouting out something, but it didn't work out like I thought it might. Yeah, no, Doug, I'm nowhere near a celebrity. don't want to be either. Not meaning that in a bad way, just sometimes being a celebrity can be a little overwhelming and too much, as far as for me. Hey, John. Hey, good evening. Yeah, you're going to have another busy weekend down there. I tried to get a hotel reservations for this weekend. They're already sold out. Yeah, it's a fall break, John. It's been a madhouse since Friday of last week, or over the weekend, I guess. It's almost feels like a rod run traffic wise. Not quite, but there's definitely people here in town. Jimmy saying hey to Tommy and Teresa. Jimmy's answering Doug. Jimmy saying hey. Angie saying hey. Ed says, Jeff, I heard you say you had a Little Caesars. I thought you had. No. Lord, no, I hope I don't have Little Caesars. I hope I don't. Larry saying hey. James says, all in moderation, my policy is 1 bottle of beer for 1 slice of pizza. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Paul. Hey, babe. James says, you're right about that. Tootsie is a celebrity. You're a entourage. Yeah, hey, I'm not even an entourage, James. Tootsie's the celebrity. I'm just a little old peon that Tootsie leads around. Yeah, Tootsie leads me around. Larry says, October's always the busiest month. Yeah, and that's why their rates are up. This is their prime month as far as for Pigeon Forge. All the campground rates will be up. The hotel rates will be up. Whatever else they can get away with raising the price. Ashley says, we have a timeshare for the cabins. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Ashley. I bet that's nice. I bet the cabin you're in is probably nice, too. Of course, I mean, what cabin in Gatlinburg's not nice? I doubt there's any crap holes cabin-wise anywhere in this area. I'd say they're all pretty fancy. Just guessing. Jimmy saying hey. Hey, Fred and Connie. Hey, Jeff and Tootsie. It was a great time Saturday. Great finally to meet you, Jimmy, and Connie. And James is saying hey. Paul's... Yeah, hey, Paul. Fred's saying hey. Ed's saying hey. Yeah, October's nice. The leaves hadn't really changed yet. They are up at the tops of the mountains, but down here in the valley, they hadn't changed quite yet. They're trying to, but it's just now finally gotten cold in the mornings. It's supposed to be back to 80 come Thursday though. Fred's saying hey. James says, Jeff, Tootsie got you trained. You bring her food, you carry her bags, you drive her around. Trust me, she's the slayer. Right. That's right. Yeah, she leads me around, James. Angie saying hey. Doug says, made a nice long comment on Joy's potluck video talking about how great it was seeing everyone and so on, and something I said violated community guidelines, so it got removed. Don't know what. Really? What? Hey, try typing it on here, Doug, because you're a moderator on here. Type what you was trying to say on my live here. Because it won't bother me. I mean, surely I know you. It won't be nothing bad. Fred Connie saying hey. Doug saying hey. Pam saying hey. Jimmy saying hey. Hey, Virginia. Fred saying hey. Ed says, sure am glad I got to see so many YouTubers at the potluck. It was good meeting you and seeing, even though I wasn't there. Yeah, I know it, Ed. I met quite a, and I was going to get into that here in a little while, but I met quite a few, and of course seen quite a few familiar faces. Doug says, Jeff, you also pick up her. Right. I have to pick now at my own house. At my own house, I don't, but that's because it's at my house. Unless if she goes inside. If she goes inside, then yeah, I get that up. But as far as outside, she's got free reign outside. Fred says, did you say potluck or potluck? Makes a okay. So Fred's wanting to know if you spaced the potluck part out, Doug, because that might be why they blocked it or something as far as YouTube. But see, it let Fred do both words on here because he's moderator on here. Ed saying, hey, John says the sun finally came out today, 62. Supposed to have frost next 3 nights. Yeah, no, we're done with cold weather till next week here. It got to 76 here today. Virginia saying, hey, Doug says good thinking. Talking to Fred. Lord Teresa TME TV has said hey to everybody. Ed says, I wish now that I could have been there and brought some baked possum turnip greens and chitlins. Doug says, we don't pick ours up at home either. Yard's already full of chicken poop. Hey, I get that, Doug. Virginia said something. TME saying hey. Virginia saying hey. John says it's supposed to rain down there this. Friday night and Saturday morning. So that's gonna, I'm sure, put a damper on the fright nights and stuff again like it did last Friday. But at least they got Saturday though. But there's not a real big chance of rain though. So it just all depends. I mean, it might not rain till after midnight Friday, which then that way it won't mess nothing up. TME saying hey. Ed says, hey Teresa, good to hear from you. How you doing? Jimmy saying hey and Virginia saying hey. And I'm caught up. Jimmy saying hey, John saying hey. Well, seeing that Craftsman's Fair in Gatlinburg still going on too. It's going on till I think the 23rd of this month. I believe it's a few weeks. I know that's not a beer, that's Coke. That way y'all, that way, because of the sound. Definitely not alcohol. I'll show Tootsie in a little bit. She's with me. Ed's talking to Jimmy for Ed saying hey. Doug says hitting the roads to Parsons, Tennessee, so I'll be, hey, that's fine, Doug. You go right ahead. I know you're on the road. Teammates saying hey. Ashley says I am coming down to walk the strip tonight. Okay. In Gatlinburg, I'm pretty sure you're going to walk the strip in Gatlinburg. TME's giving James a hug. Hey, Linda. Oh, in Pigeon Forge. Okay, well, I misread that again, too. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be live tonight, though, actually, but if I'm sitting somewhere, you're welcome to come by and say hi. Teresa says, oh my gosh, I can't type. Hey, Teresa, don't feel bad. Me and Leslie struggle at it, too. You can ask her. There's no telling how many times we've messaged each other and hit wrong letters and have to correct it. Virginia's saying hey. James is saying hey. Dennis says we really enjoyed the meetup videos, putting faces with names. Gave me something to do sitting in the recliner. I know it. Bless your heart. Hey, but at least your knee's getting better, Dennis, and you're on the upswing. You're getting around more and more, but you know, like I was telling you today, though, don't rush it. Wait till this weekend, and then that'll be your to where supposedly you can be able to get around more often, and then not have to worry about getting around more often. Ed saying hey to Dennis. Fred saying hey to Linda. Linda's saying hey. Leslie says typing is a daily struggle for both. That's right, Leslie. It is. David says I wish I could have been up to meet up, but I had to babysit. Oh, I know, David. Hey, and I'm glad I got to meet you in person. I got to meet you in person. I got to see Webb's Webb, which is Ralph. Got to see him again, and it'd been a couple years since I'd gotten to see him. And then, of course, David had a friend with him. And I apologize, David. I forget what your friend's name was. Was it Jeff? Was it same name as mine? Like I said, I've done forgotten. I apologize. If you want to tell me on here, David, what your friend's name was to remind me. Yeah, Dennis says, yeah, I'm walking. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Fred says to Dennis, would have been good meeting you, but I understand the recovery. Oh, hey, Fred, trust me. He was wanting to be here so bad he couldn't stand it. Because he's tired of being cooped up, number one. But number two, he just likes meeting new people also. He would have definitely been there if it hadn't been for his knee surgery. I can pretty much probably say 100%. Fred saying hey, Leslie saying hey, TME saying hey, Dennis is saying hey, Larry says autocorrect always gets us. I tried to dick another keyboard, but it didn't. Hero. Larry. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ah, Lord, you've done that on purpose, Larry. But that's all right, though. That's what I love you about. David says, Eddie. Okay. Yeah, I knew. Now, I remember that part. That y'all been good buddies since you was 10 years old. I remember that part. Ed saying, hey, John says, hey, Jeff, I'll trade you some Grippo Maui onions for Bucky's t-shirt. Yeah, I don't know, John. That's kind of hard to, I like the Grippos, but it's kind of hard to give up the Bucky's t-shirts. Dennis is saying to Fred that they'll make it soon. And Leslie saying, hey. And I'm caught up again. Let me get to why y'all are in here. Come on, get up here. There she is. There's the star. That's the star. Oh, Lordy. And I know I'm wearing white after Labor Day, but that's all right, though. I'm like that old boy on the Twizzlers commercial. Just why can I wear white after Labor Day? Makes no sense. Let's see, y'all are commenting. Oh, Virginia's saying hey to you. Teresa says, don't ever read Lion Larry's remakes out loud. Yes, comments and stuff. Right. Well, that's what makes it fun, Teresa. Hey, Lordy. Making sure. Ashley saying hey to you. Leslie saying hey to you. Fred says, there's a sweet girl. There's the star. Larry's laughing at Teresa. TME TV. Look at the camera, not me. I know you want me to pet on you. Look at the camera up here. Yeah, I know you meant remarks, comments, Teresa. I know you didn't do yours on purpose. Larry done his on purpose. That's all right, though. Let's see. Angie saying hey. Linda says, hey, Jeff, I saw my daughter and her husband and their dog on Sunday. My husband dropped us off at the Topsfield Fair, and hubby, doggy sat at home. Good time. Hello, Tootsie. There you go. It sounds like you had a pretty good time, Linda. And Teresa, TME TV, saying pretty little girl. Yeah. See you, the pretty nice dog. David saying hey to you. And Virginia saying hey to Angie. Go now, what are you growling at? There's nobody around. There's not a soul around. But yeah, I was trying to think up I was wanting to try to like show a different view. That's what I was, and like I said, I goofed around, and I should have been doing this a whole lot sooner, but I thought I was going to find a little honey hole fairly quick, but it didn't pan out for me. It didn't have the view that I thought it was going to have. I'll pet on you. I got to read the comments too, because you can't read them. I wish you could. I wish you could. Sit down right there. Sit right there. No, right up here. Look right there. There you go. Lord, it looks like her nose was red when she turned, but that's that little thing right here. There's a little light that shines down like where my cup holder gear changer is. Look red on her nose. So I'm caught up at the moment. Let me roll this wind up a little bit so that way I don't have to talk like no, because there's a lot of traffic. Hang on a minute, everybody's saying, hey, David says I downloaded it 2 videos tonight, 1. Right, I saw, I got the notification of your, the pups. I hadn't watched it yet, but I did get the notification of that, David. Look, Teresa says, tough Tootsie. Yes, Leslie says, get him, Tootsie. Don't tell her that, Leslie. She'll start barking even more. What are you barking at? That's just people, and there's no dogs around. You usually bark at dogs. Oh, he's got a hat on. Never mind. I don't know what it is about hats. Never can figure it out. All right, so now I'm caught up with the comments. So if y'all want to hold off on your comments, I was going to tell y'all something. Hey, Scott. Hey, buddy. Hey, you made it just in time, because I'm getting ready to tell some stuff. I guess first and foremost, what I was going to tell y'all was, and we've talked about it a little bit because people's made comments in here. Saturday was a meetup that was sort of, I guess it was done by Blaine, even though he said it was for anybody and everybody. But I know he kind of sort of put it all together. I'll get y'all's comments here in a minute, Ed, right quick. Just hold tight for a minute if y'all don't mind. I know y'all can talk to each other. But anyhow, so the meetup Saturday, that was fun. I enjoyed the heck out of that. Like I said, I got to meet some new people. Actually, there was one couple there that I didn't know at all. But everybody else I knew of, just hadn't got to meet them in person until Saturday. And like I said, though, I had a ball. I mean, enjoyed it. And I tell you, Spaceman Dudley, I mean, he brought some door prizes that you would not believe. I mean, I didn't really get to see all of them, but I did see what Dan the Mountain Man won. And there's no telling what Spaceman had spent on just that one that Dan the Mountain Man won. And like I said, you know, I'm sure Dan will tell what he got if he wants to. Other than that, that's, you know, his business. And of course, the ones that were there, they know what he got. But like I said, though, you know, I'll let Dan be the one to tell that. But it was really nice gifts. It really was. And I had a ball. I really did. The other thing that I was going to say was Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon, after all that, me and Scott and Blaine and their family, and then that other family that I didn't know, but we all went and rode go-karts, and which y'all have seen, or I'm sure most of y'all in here have seen the go-kart video I put up. That's the one that we rode. We actually did the elevated one too, but we rode that oval first. We had a ball. I mean, we had a ball. And of course, Kicking It Country is Scott, who I'm talking about. He'll probably be having a video of our race coming up here, you know, whenever he gets a chance to. And he might be mentioning it in here, but Scott supposedly videoed our race. So I'm looking forward to getting to see that. And like I said, they actually shot some, I know Blaine shot some video like I did of just people racing. But the one thing that we all missed, and this is one of the things I was wanting to tell, I was wishing, and Blaine might have slipped in here on me. I was hoping he'd come in, but he'll see the replay. Excuse me. But after me and Scott and Blaine, we've done our videoing and talking and just hanging out or whatever, we're sitting there watching this one race, but none of us is videoing. And there was this one old boy that was making faces every time he'd come around that curve that was right like next to us where we were filming. He'd make a face or whatever, and we was getting tickled or whatever. And he kept looking, behind him. He'd turn, watching the go-kart behind him. Well, he went around through there on that curve and wasn't looking forward. And one in front of him had spun out. And the one that kept looking back, when he looked back, it was too late. I mean, it was perfectly bam, head on. It was head on. And none of us got that on video. And I was like, dang. I said, boy, we missed a good one on that. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I was wanting to jaw about, was just, how much fun I had Saturday. Just, like I said, getting to meet everybody, getting to hang out with people that I'd already met also, and just getting to see everybody again. It was fun. It was fun. And then this other part that I'm going to tell, I'll wait and tell that in a little bit, because I'm going to get caught up on you guys' comments. Tootie's done laid back down on me. I quit patting on her to try to tell a story. She leaves me. Anyhow, I'll flip the camera back around so y'all don't have to stare at my ugly face. All right, let me get back to where we was at. Okay, there's Tough Tootsie, and then there's where Scott come in. Leslie says, dogs are good judges of character. That guy probably sucks. I really wasn't paying attention. He was off in the distance, Leslie. He was way off over this way. But I finally could tell he had a hat on. And I didn't even pay attention when they got closer. They might have got ate by the shark right here. Where you walk into that shark's mouth. It says, Jeff, I had a mixed German Shepherd one time that didn't like people with beards or keys on their side, and that dog would want to make peanut butter jelly sandwich out of them. I can understand that, Ed. Hey, and on that note, I actually met a dog in the campground last week that you couldn't wear sunglasses. You had to take your sunglasses off because it wanted to be able to see your eyes. But that was the first, as far as for me. Linda says, story time with Jeff. Teresa says, I wanted to be there. So I know you did, Teresa. I know you did. You should have gotten your car and just came on your own. Told Tommy, says, look, you work all you want to. I'm going to Pigeon Forge to meet people. Fred says, it was great meeting Spaceman in person. It was. It was. I mean, it was good to put faces with names. Angie saying, me too, Teresa. Virginia says, my son had a dog that hated hats. Yeah, I've known of other dogs where if you got a hat on, they're going to bark. But the sunglasses was a new thing to me. Matthew Whittington, hey, you're new to me. Good evening. Hey, good evening to you. Fred says, hello, Brother Scott. It was great seeing you and the family again. Yeah, we rode go-karts, Teresa. Yeah, we had a ball. Scott says the 6 traveling short. Okay, that's who it was. I knew it was something family, but I couldn't remember. And I've actually got their card right here too, Scott. And I should have looked at it before but yeah, that's who else I met. That was the crowd that I didn't know who they were, but I got to meet them, and they're nice. They were with us at the go-karts. Scott saying hey, Virginia saying hey, Ed saying hey, Linda saying Scott. Yeah, I knew you'd done it with the GoPro, but I didn't know You hadn't put the video out yet, though, have you, Scott? Because I hadn't seen anything. Scott's saying, hey. Everybody's saying, hey. Hey, Zeke. Scott says, oh, my Lord, they hit so hard it knocked the boy. Right, I forgot to tell that part. So, yeah, Scott's telling the rest of the story. Yeah, they hit head on so hard that the old boy's glasses came off that got hit head on. They came off his head, and also he hurt his wrist a little bit. But they said he was fine because we asked him when they came off the ride. Yeah, and therefore he says he hurt his wrist. That was one heck of a... It was. Larry says, I wish we could have been there. Would love to hang out with Scott and Blaine and meet you, Jeff. Yeah. Larry. You'll get to meet Tootsie one of these days, Larry. Ed says, hey, Larry, it's about time you get in here. Oh, he's been in here. Ed. He just hadn't been chatting a whole lot. Teresa says, I almost did. If I had made the, I think she's mean if I hadn't made the coconut cake I was going to make, I would have been there. And Larry says, or was she saying if she had made the coconut cake that she was planning on making, she would have been here. Larry says, Teresa, I love coconut cake. It's one of my favorites. Larry's telling that to Teresa. Larry says, and I'm not lying this time, Teresa. Scott says, hey, Larry, Leslie, yes, I wish y'all could have made it. We'll get hooked up soon. Leslie's saying, hey to Scott. Larry says, yes, Scott, one of these days. Yeah. I mean, it'll all hopefully one of these days, like I said, where we'll all be able to get together again and all of us hang out. I know Fred and Connie, they just came for the day, so they had them fun-filled full day, and bless their heart, they're 4 hours driving. Misha and Ozzy, Lord have mercy, hey, Fred, make sure I'm telling this right. 13 hours is what they had to drive. And they didn't leave till like 2 o'clock that afternoon, which means they were going to be rolling in at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because they don't stop. They drive it straight back home. I think he said 13 hours. Either 13 or 14, something like that. Larry says, yes, Scott, one of these days. Leslie saying, hey to Scott. Ashley says, Scott, I want to meet you one of these days. Leslie says, don't get too excited to meet us, Scott. You'll be disappointed. Hey, Gary with 2 R's wasn't disappointed. He was excited to get to see y'all, Leslie. You quit putting yourself down, Leslie. Everybody knows better anyway. Teresa TME says, I believe you lying, Larry. Fred says, yes. Okay, yes, it was a 13-hour drive. Larry says, speak for yourself, Leslie. I'm a real joy to be around. There you go. Give her hell, Larry. Give your wife hell. Was it 3:30? Was it that late? I remember looking at my phone and making a comment. So, yeah, I guess it was. Yes, Lord, they didn't get home till, going on 6 o'clock in the morning as far as our time here. Scott says, Spaceman's 3 Doors prizes and my whole family name got drawn. We should have brought... Hey, I remember that, Scott. Like I said, I didn't see what all y'all actually got because I was over there talking to others and stuff. But Dan the Mountain Man was right there with me. And when they called his name, I did see what he got. But I'm telling you, though, that was nice of Spaceman. That was real thoughtful, and I don't think many people was expecting that. I don't think any of us was. I know Blaine was surprised by it. Hey, but we still got another chance, though, Scott. We got to get lottery tickets either tonight or tomorrow because nobody still hit it. So we still got a chance. Linda says, hey, Leslie and Larry, I would like to meet you. Come on now. And Jimmy says, hey, Scott. Leslie says, that's what he's best at giving me, Jeff. And Teresa saying, I can't wait to meet you, Leslie. And Virginia says, that was a beautiful suit that Misha provided for Scott's family. Okay, yeah. I missed that, Virginia. I missed that part of when we was all together. Of course, I'm sure there's quite a bit I missed, because I wandered around and tried to talk to everybody. Let's see, Leslie says, Teresa, we got to get Tommy down there when we were there. And I know, and I've got to watch it because it's been posted up. And the only reason I hadn't yet is because we just now got internet back at the campground. I don't know if there was a system-wide shutdown or what. So right quick, I was going to tell this too. I know I got a notification that the internet had went down in my area back at home. Well, when I got that notification, it was acting up over here in Pigeon Forge. Well, then I got the notification that everything was back up and running at home. And then right at 7 o'clock on the dot, my computer finally gets internet access. So I'm figuring it was a system-wide thing and not just the campground. So I hadn't got to watch any, like, I know Joy Blessed Life, which that's what her channel used to be called. It's, Lord, I'm having a brain fart on what her channel name is right at the moment. But anyhow, Joy and Donnie, I got to watch their video, because I know they got a video of the meetup, and of course a few others has got videos. So I gotta get caught up on all that. Hang on, I'm looking back. Okay, right there's where I was at. Leslie says, Teresa, we got to get Tommy down there when we're there. Oh, they'll be, if Teresa comes, Tommy will be with her. Larry says, excuse me, Teresa. Well, I can't wait to meet Tommy. Lord have mercy. John says, I wanted to come down there so bad, but no hotel rooms, and it's a long 7-hour drive. And I get that, John. But some people had only planned on staying one night. They ended up staying 2 nights, John, and they got hotels in other areas to be able to stay the second night. And I was trying to tell you that on Messenger, to check out other places around near Pigeon Forge. Scott was one of them. He'll tell you on here. He only had the one night planned, but he ended up getting another night. He just had to go somewhere different. But I get, though, if you like staying in Pigeon Forge and you're wanting to stay right in the heart of things, I get that. I can understand that too. All right, hang on, it jumped. I'm trying to get back to where John made his comment there, right? See, Scott says, hey, Ashley, nothing special about my family, but now I'm the one you want to meet. We'll make it happen, Ashley. Gary says, I'm daddily excited to meet Leslie the second time. Oh, Lordy. Fred saying, hey. Teresa says, you too, lying Larry. And then Leslie says, Gary. Scott says, hey, Jimmy, it was a pleasure meeting you and Connie. And Scott says, yes, it was, Virginia. We love that place. Virginia says, sweet is the rooms at the hotel. Oh, okay, got you. And John says, what did he win? I'll let Dan tell it on one of his videos or something, John. Or, or whenever he comes in on my show, if he wants to tell, I'll let him tell it, because it's his prize. I got to see it. Scott says, we lost power at Club Wyndham Friday evening, right? I remember that. I'm glad y'all got, Smoky Mountain Bless. Thank you, Ashley. Smoky Mountain Bless is what she changed her channel name to. Teresa says, I'll have to watch that. Yeah, it's Smoky Mountain Blessing. Used to be Joy Blessed Life. She's got it up. Like I said, I got to watch it myself, but We actually just got back internet. Because I like watching the videos on my computer versus the phone. Because I can hit the like buttons and read the comments and all that good stuff. Alright, some more slipped in here on me because it jumped on me. Let's see. Linda says, Scott, what's your channel? I have to watch the meet. Hey, Linda, it's in here. It's Kicking It Country, Linda. Just go to them 3 little dots out from his name, out from Kicking It Country's name. Go them 3 little dots and click on it. And then you're going to have a drop-down menu and it'll say Go To Channel. Well, go ahead and do that right now, Linda, while you're in here on my show. It's not going to mess me up. Not going to hurt me one bit. It'll go right to his channel to where you can subscribe and hit the all button and all that good stuff. You can do that with anybody in here. You hit them 3 little dots there to the right of their names or to the right of the chat, and you can go to everybody's channel directly and subscribe to them. Leslie says there are lots of rooms, John. They're just crazy expensive. Well, I mean, he's right, though. All of it was really sold out as far as in Pigeon Forge. Fred says, for those who haven't seen the meetup video, so, okay, so Fred put the link up. So there you go. Hey, Natalie. Fred's saying hey. Natalie saying hey. Teresa says, thank you, Fred. Linda says, thanks for the info on the meetup, Fred. Scott says, Kicking It Country Vlogs, Linda. I have had time to video much of the meetup. Joy done a great video on the meetup. And Larry says to Gary, next time I meet you, I'll be looking for a white man. And John says, I wished I would know what hotel that was because I called hotels and Kodak and all them were full. Gary saying hey. Gary says, yes, Larry White Man with a black hat. And Doug says, should check out the KOA cabins if you can't find logging. Right, because you got a video of that, Doug. I saw that where you put that up. I hadn't watched the video yet, but I saw the first little bit of it. Larry's laughing. Leslie says, John, Holiday Inn Convention Center in the middle of Pigeon Forge has rooms. They're just expensive. And Scott says, we stayed Thursday and Friday night at club, and then Saturday night we stayed at a cabin in the campground where Joy and Johnny stayed. Okay, so I didn't know that. So that's cool. I knew you'd found you another place, but I didn't know it was where they were at. So that's pretty cool, Scott. Hey, Dry Creek. Scott's saying, hey, Rob and Denise. Rob and Denise is saying, hey. Larry's saying, hey. Dry Creek saying, hey. Rob and Denise is saying, hey. Jimmy's saying, hey to Rob and Denise. Pam saying, hey to Rob and Denise. But yeah, that, let's see, Rob and Denise is saying hey to Jimmy and Pam. But I didn't know that, Scott. So that's good that you had a little connection there then to where you was able to be able to stay that extra night. And I was trying to think if there's anything else, because I was trying to bury all this in my brain without having to write anything down or make notes. And of course I didn't write anything down, and I didn't make any notes. I pretty much, you know, and I've still got it on my mind what the other thing I'm going to tell too. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's just something that we jawed about last week. Nothing bad or nothing like that. But it's funny, though, how I was talking about it last week, and then I happened to look again, just to refresh my memory. And Robin and Denise is saying hey to David. David's saying hey to Robin and Denise. What'd you retract, Scott? Virginia says, is Jeff buffering for anyone? Hey, am I buffering, Virginia? I hadn't had to hit the button or anything. Yeah, I forgot to ask y'all. Let me know how the signal is. Oh, that's not too bad, Scott. $100 a night. Well, I mean, of course, you got the $40 cleaning fee. But still, though, for this time of year, $100 a night for a cabin, that's not too bad. Teresa's saying, hey, Virginia's saying, oh, he's back. Larry says, looks good to me to Virginia. Dry Creek saying, hey to Virginia, he's good here. Natalie says, not here, Virginia. Hey, and it might be, okay, everybody's saying everything's good. All right, I appreciate y'all letting me know, too. I'm just sort of skipping through all you because y'all are all letting Virginia and whoever else know that it's good and clear here. Virginia says, guess I was the only one, Jeff. Hey, well, I was getting her to say Virginia. I mean, I don't know if you've got Spectrum or not where you're at, but I know they were having issues today undoubtedly because it was down over at my house because my phone told me. And then the campground, it was late last night. It started acting. And then when I woke up this morning, I couldn't even get on at all. And I couldn't get on all day today up until 7 o'clock tonight. I mean, it was right on the dot because, like I said, I was watching the news. I was getting everything together to come out here and do a live show. And I just happened to be looking at my computer, and down there in the little corner there where it tells you if you got internet or not, I happened to see the signal come on. And then it said internet access. I said, I'd be dadgum, ain't that something? So I'll get to watch some videos when I get home tonight. Larry says, Scott, where was this cabin if you don't care to tell? And yeah, because I don't know. So I'll let definitely, if Scott can tell. He might not be able to if it was somewhere where Joy and her husband was at, Donnie. Teresa says, it was meant to be, Jeff. Hey, well, I wasn't worried about it as far as with my live show or anything. But you're right, though, Teresa. But as far as going live tonight, I wasn't worried about that because I'm using my own signal when I go live. I'm using my own service, my own data, I guess, if you want to call it. I use my own data during rod run and stuff. I think Rob and Denise, they're using their own data when we're out there at Fantasy Golf or wherever. The only time that I'm on the internet is if I go to Goats on the Roof. And that's just because my phone's signing it on automatically because it's free to the public. So my phone switches over to the Goats on the Roof internet. Other than that, though, everywhere else, though, I'm using my data as far as signal wise. But yeah, I'm just glad we got it back at the campground though, so that way I can get caught up on people's videos and stuff. Virginia's saying hey to Rob and Denise. Scott says, Larry, the name of the campground is Mountain Lake Ranch. I done a video that I'll have up either this week or next. It's $100 a night for however many nights, then a $40 cleaning fee when you leave. Linda says, hi, I just watched a little of the meetup, but I wanted to come back. I wanted to come back with Jeff and Tootsie. I subbed to you, Fred. And Larry says, thanks, Scott. I'll be looking for the video. And Fred and Connie saying, thank you, Linda. So I don't know, let me, James is saying hey to Rob and Denise, Dry Creek. Come here, Toots. Come here. Come on. This is getting ready to tell the other part. the special occasion part, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Come here. Get up here. Come here. Oh, honey, you slept all day. You shouldn't be tired. Lord. I'm about to roll this window back down. I'm getting hot. Getting choked up. Sorry, excuse me. It is hot though. Well, of course, it's 64 outside, but it's hot in here. We'll put the windows up. So anyhow, let me put this one next to the traffic back up though. I'll leave the other one down. Robin and Denise saying hey to James. So anyhow, here's the other thing while y'all are in here. Celebration time. Celebration time. Tomorrow is 1 year that I did my first live show. And of course I was home when I done my first live show. But tomorrow marks 1 year. Technically it's tonight, but you know how the day, you know, it's not till the next day as far as, you know, except for leap years, then it jumps an extra day. But date-wise, it's tomorrow. But night-wise, because it was on a Tuesday, it was, you know, 1 year ago. Well, I appreciate that, everybody. I mean, like I said, I'm not wanting no congratulations. I'm not wanting any special treatment or anything like that. I'm just throwing this out here because of y'all. Not because of me, because of y'all. I mean, I've treated YouTube like an extended family. Always have, always will. If it weren't for YouTube, I mean, a lot of y'all I'd have never even known about and stuff. You know, and that's why I enjoy doing the lives more than I do the videos. You know, I'll put up a video every now and again. Just whenever I get a wild hair, I guess. And depending on what it is, you know, if I think it's something interesting to show. Other than that, I like doing lives because I get to interact with you guys. So, yeah, no congratulations or anything. I mean, I appreciate it. I really do. I see all y'all putting your congratulations up and your party things. And I do. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It really does. And don't y'all get me start crying. But I just, like I said, I knew it was coming up soon. And I looked at it over the weekend to refresh my memory. And I was like, October the 11th. I was like, holy moly. I said, well, that's Wednesday. I said, which would be right because it was on a Tuesday. You know, I would have gone live tomorrow. But if I did, I'd have to do it like kind of during the day. So I just went ahead and decided to mention it tonight. You know, because we got trivia to look forward to tomorrow night on Fred and Connie's. And I didn't want to have to, you know, hurry about getting off and, you know, having to rush a live show to be able to go to theirs or to even whoever's. So I just figured I'd go ahead and mention it tonight because, you know, technically it's 1 year, but by the date-wise, though, it's 1 year tomorrow. But me and Tootsie, come here. Me and Tootsie sure do appreciate it. And actually, whenever I clicked on my live show, now, of course, I've been doing YouTube longer than that, not much longer, but just live shows, though. It's been a year. But I watched just a little bit of the first of it when I was checking the date and everything. And Lord have mercy, it's night and day from what it is now. And that's why, I mean, you know, I got no complaints. I got no complaints. That's a dog. Hold on. There goes another dog. That's what she sees. All right, come on. All right, I saw her Dan the Mountain Man's in here, so I'm gonna get back to the chat. But anyhow, I just wanted to, you know, that was the other thing that I wanted to jaw about tonight, right quick, was you know what all we've talked about, and then also mention, you know, that we're on the 1 year anniversary. So you know, and that's what I was meaning, you know, last week. I think Larry made a comment that says, "Wait, anniversary? Who we dating?" or something of that nature. So anyhow, let me get back to the chat. Let's see, because there's where y'all are all. Linda says, "You're welcome off Mountain Fire. I'm sorry I couldn't be at the meetup. I'm from Massachusetts." Larry says, "Jeff's getting all choked up. This story must be..." Well, and it was, Larry. It was. James says, "Yep, 1 year." And then there's where everybody's congratulating me. And Larry says, "It feels like 5 years. It's been a fiasco." Larry. And Larry knows how to liven up the scenery from going from crying to laughing. And like I said, I appreciate all the emojis and the congrats and all this stuff, you guys. I really do. I appreciate it from each and every one of y'all. Gary says, thank you, Jeff. Been an enjoyable fiasco year. Hey, no problem. We'll keep the fiascos going, or try to at least. And like I said, though, I know. And like I said, I appreciate each and every comment that all y'all have made there. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments too. Linda says, Jeff, we're so glad you started your channel. I like going to Pigeon Forge on Tuesdays and be nice people. Well, on that note, Linda, that part's coming to an end here pretty soon. And then, hey, Dan, the Mountain Man, are you at work or are you on break? And I'm going to try to get caught up to where you can let me know. Scott says, Teresa, wish you and Tommy could have made it. Ed says, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a no one can deny. Jimmy says, hey, everyone, we had a wonderful time over there this weekend. Oh, by the way, this is Connie. Hey, Connie. Scott saying, hey. Everybody's saying, hey. Leslie says, it's been a great year. Scott says, hey, Connie, it was awesome meeting you. DP says, you know you wanted it. And no, I didn't want the congratulations. I wanted to express how grateful I was to all you guys and stuff. You know, that it'd been a year that I'd been talking to all you guys. And a lot of y'all I've got to meet in person now. There's still some of y'all I haven't got to yet, and hopefully one of these days I'll be able to. I didn't pay no attention to that, Leslie. See, y'all get to see stuff that I'll miss because I'm, you know, talking to y'all and looking at y'all's comments and stuff. I didn't, you know, but now of course Tootsie's got those booties I got for her, so when it snows, to put on her feet. But yeah, I missed that. She said the dog had shoes on. Yeah, and Ed's seen it too. Yes, Teresa, sick of Tootsie. Like, yeah, I missed that. Yeah, we're all dating each other. That's right, Teresa. Thank you, Dan. And I'm trying to catch up right quick. Jimmy's saying to Scott that they really enjoyed it and meeting his family. And Leslie says, that's kinky, Teresa. Talk about we're all dating. Now, there you go. I don't know what my actual YouTube anniversary is, Ashley. I'd have to, I guess, go back and look and see the first video I've made. But I had a YouTube channel before that. I mean, it's still same name. It's just I didn't do no videos or nothing. I'd get on everybody's lives and chat with everybody before I even... but I want to say that's been probably around 3 years as far as me actually having my YouTube channel. Fred, Leslie, whoever, Dry Creek, whoever's in here, I think you can go to my channel and it'll tell, like on my, about thing, like whenever I opened up I want to say it was in March, when I created my account of 2020, I believe. I know that's when Mom passed away, but I can't remember if I created it before that or if it's after that. It might have been April of 2020. All right, hold on. It jumped on me because I'm trying to. Fred says, "Great meeting you, Dan." Jimmy says, "Kicking the country, really enjoyed it meeting you." Okay, I read that part, so I missed the one comment. Dan says it was a great meeting everyone this past weekend. Teresa says, I told Tommy he may as well go ahead and ask off next year because we're going with or without him. Dan says dinner break just a few minutes. Oh Lord. Scott says we get choked up every time, or we get choked up when it's time for us to leave Jeff. And oh, Scott, you're sweet. Linda says, who's giving people paintings? The man with the flag. That was Donnie. And I think I saw where people's already answered you, Linda. That was Joy and Donnie that had done that. Leslie says, I always love the Lenore lives. Invasive drive-throughs, lovely boulders, and Christmas lights. That's about all Lenore's got, Leslie. I'm sorry. There's not much to Lenore. And bless y'all's hearts, y'all gonna have to put up with it here before long. David says, I've been looking forward to this live all day. And Ed says, does that mean that we're jolly good fellas and gals? That's right. Jimmy saying, hey. Dan says, I have to get back to work now. I'll see you guys later. Don't work too hard, Dan. Linda says, thanks, Scott. Is Doug Spaceman? And DP says, Dan the Mountain Man, have a good one. James says, bye, Dan. Scott, I meant Donnie, not Doug. Asher says, tomorrow is my YouTube anniversary. Okay, so it was April. Thank you, Leslie. Thank y'all. Y'all are letting me know it was April. Linda saying bye, Dan. Scott says, no, Donnie is Joy's husband. And then Teresa saying, happy anniversary, Ashley. James is... Because I knew Mom had passed away in March, but I couldn't remember if I started in March or if it was April. I knew it was one of the two. Everybody saying happy anniversary to Ashley. Scott says, we're going down to Lenore this winter and dragging Jeff and Tootsie out to do something. Well, at least Tootsie. Well, that's fine. Tootsie will go with you, Scott. Remember, she's done hung around with y'all one time without me, so I'm sure she'll do it again. Larry says, do you feel sad that you'll be leaving, Jeff? Or are you ready to go home? No, I'm gonna be a little sad, Larry. I mean, it's always good to get back home, but I'm definitely gonna miss being over here. Dry Creek's saying hey to Angie. Linda says, all that food at the meetup, you people went all out. Oh, Jeff, will you be? Yeah, Linda, and I'll be more than likely back to every Tuesday night as far as this winter. You know, unless if something happens on a Tuesday, you know, that I can't go live, and if that's the case, I will let you know. Which that is another thing that I was going to mention here in just a little bit. Scott says, I plead the fifth, Larry. Ed says, Jeff, you still going to be around? Jeff, you still going to be around here for a little while, aren't you? Yeah, not much longer though, Ed, as far as here in Pigeon Forge. DP says, Jeff and Tootsie got to go. Good night. And glad both are. Hey, thank you for coming in, thank you for coming in, DP Mart. I appreciate it. And you have a good night, buddy. And everybody's saying good night to. And then Jimmy Spencer, that's Connie talking right now, saying hello to Rob and Denise. And I'm caught up. And Rob and Denise is saying hey to Connie. Yeah, Jimmy might be asleep. He might be, well, no, he might be working out. Or either he's just letting Connie type right now. He usually don't go to bed about 9. Yeah, Leslie says, I forgot about the Google building. I'm serious. I do love Lenore lives. I know you do. But then again, you know, Lenore's not Pigeon Forge, so that's the reason I was saying what I was saying too. Because it's not. I mean, there's not much going on in Lenore. But there will be some different scenery to look at. I do know that. That ain't what I was going to tell though. But I do know that Lenore's going to look a little bit different when I get home. And I guess you just have to wait and find that out when I get home. Lord willing and the creek doesn't rise. Linda's saying good night. Jimmy says, Scott, no, I'm right here. She's using my phone. And that's what I was guessing. And Teresa TME saying, Rob Denise, if I came, I was going to bring a sugar cream pie for Denise and a coconut cake for everyone else. And Larry, just in one little area, Larry. Matter of fact, I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is. I just know something was happening. the last time I was home, and that's been a while. So yeah, they might be something that's been put there since 2 months ago, going on 3 months ago. Because I mean, I haven't been home since I came back from the beach. And the only reason I had to go home was because I had to wait. I couldn't get Tootsie till 4 o'clock that afternoon. So I actually got to see Lenore just for a little bit before I headed back over here. So actually, I'm going to be surprised too. Y'all are not going to be the only ones that's going to get surprised. I'll be surprised also, just like I was surprised when I was like, well, they've tore that down. I wonder what's going back. Or they've cleared that off. I wonder what's going there. Because I've been out of the loop. Larry says Teresa, Denise would have eaten that coconut cake. She loves them. I'm sure this is Denise saying, Teresa, Rob is the one who loves sugar cream pie. He would have loved it. But I'll tell you one thing, I sure wouldn't have ate the coconut cake. Okay. I was thinking, yeah, I couldn't remember on which one Denise liked. And then she's saying Larry's sick. Or throwing up in her mouth. Scott says, shoo, I thought you sold your house, Jeff. I was talking about because I was talking about downside. No, this don't have nothing to do with my home. Just got to do with Lenore. Teresa says, I thought you liked sugar cream pie. So she's asking Rob Denise. Larry says, what is a sugar cream cake? Sounds interesting. Pie, he means. And Linda says, my husband would have loved that coconut cake. And then Rob's who likes the coconut, not Teresa, not Denise. I've had coconut. It's not my favorite. It's not my go-to because you get that little, the coconut itself, that weird, I'm trying to explain it as far as me, myself. Them little bitty pieces. I don't want to say chunks. They're not chunks. But like little bitty slivers of when you're sitting there chewing, and then you'll feel like, I don't know, kind of feels like hair in your mouth. I need to just shut up because I don't want to make any of y'all sick. But I have had coconut. I'm just not a big fan of it myself. Scott says coconut cake, sugar cream pie. We can't plan another meetup this weekend, right? Leslie says Denise doesn't enjoy eating stiffed hairs in her dessert. And I didn't even see that comment, and even said to myself it was like hair type thing. Ashley says, do a live from Gatler. I probably will before I get gone, Ashley. I don't know about tonight, but I probably will before I get gone. At least ride through, because I haven't been to Gatlinburg in forever myself. Dry Creek says, yes, Leslie. Scott says, hair in your mouth. When did Amanda get? Oh, Lord have mercy. Teresa says, oh, Lord. Well, Fiddlestick, I guess coconut cake was a bad choice. David says, give me nanner pudding. Yes. Amen, David. I'll take nanner pudding over anything just about. That and red velvet cake. That's my number ones. I know you can't have two number ones, but I'm going to tell you what. Red velvet cake with cream cheese icing and banana pudding, as far as me, myself, both of them are top of the charts, are equal, because I love them both. So I can't say one outdoes the other. So that's why I'm saying both of those are my number one. But that's just me. Let's see. Linda says, Scott, I wished I was at the meetup. Did anyone bring treats for Tootsie? No, and they didn't have to, Linda. nobody was even expected to bring treats for Tootsie. The only thing they were expecting was to see her. And that they got to see her. Because I told them all Friday night, I said, y'all will be seeing Tootsie Saturday for sure. But as far as anybody giving Tootsie or anything, no. I mean, if she would have got something, it would have been greatly appreciated. But no, it definitely wasn't expected and never even thought about, to be honest with you, till you actually made that comment. Leslie's laughing at Scott. Leslie says, now I sent you that picture of my red velvet cake. You've had my banana pudding, but you got to taste my cake too. Well, you're going to have to make a cake then, Leslie, if you want me to try it. Yeah, I've had your banana pudding, but I've had Stacy's red velvet cake with cream cheese icing. And I'm going to tell you, that stuff is good. It was good. They're both good. I mean, I got to be honest. I tore them both up. Scott says, Linda, I don't think so. We were running late everywhere we went, and I didn't even think about treats. I couldn't get Jeff to eat anything. That's because I was there to hang out, Scott. You knew that. I was there I wanted, because I had Tootsie with me, and I knew I had to watch her, getting table scraps and making sure she wasn't going to get into something she wasn't supposed to. And, when she's with me, though, it's hard for me to do anything else, other than live shows. I can handle her on live shows because I'm in the car chatting with you guys. Other than that, when I'm out there trying to talk with all y'all and trying to meet people and stuff like that, as far as a bunch at one time, I got to keep an eye on her a lot. And so I wasn't hungry. And of course I didn't bring anything myself. But that ain't the reason I didn't eat. Like I said, the reason I didn't eat was because I wanted to be able to meet everybody and talk to everybody. And that's the honest truth. That's really what I was doing. I wanted to be able to move around and chat with everybody, and I tried my best to do that. All right, let me get caught back up. Ed says, Jeff, how did Tootsie get along with Tucker, the other friend? Just fine. They met each other. Sit there and sniffed each other, barked at each other. Virginia says, I don't like coconut either, but I made macaroons for husband last week. And Linda says, Virginia, chime in here with some desserts you make. Hey, JT. Hey, Josh. James says, well, when I met my miss, she got me hooked on that cherry pie. Then one day she actually started baking. And Scott's retracted something. Virginia says, I'm going to make an apple pie this week, Linda. Oh, Lord, here we go. Virginia, you're going to start making us hungry again. And Linda says, Scott, you're hilarious. And Scott says, there was plenty to eat. And Amber ate all the table scraps. Scott, you're awful. Quit making fun of your wife. Linda says, yum, Virginia. That is yum. So I'm caught up with the chat. Let me get a drink in my mouth because I got cotton mouth bad. Where I'm having to read all the comments. Plus tell stories. Let me flip the... So the other thing, and I guess this will be the last thing as far as anything I've got to tell. And I'm going to tell this in the coming weeks. But what I got on my mind, though, Halloween is on Tuesday. And, of course, y'all know what normally happens on Tuesdays. You get to chat with Tootsie. Which you can't see right now because she's laid down. She's looking at me, but she's laid down. So, yeah, Halloween's on Tuesday. Well, and I'll go ahead and tell this because I want to be giving heads up. So that way I've give plenty of heads up so everybody will know. I will be live Halloween night. Here's the difference. I'll be live. Y'all are going to be getting to see some stuff. You're going to be getting to see something different. I'm not going to tell that part. But you will get to see something different. And the only thing that's going to be different with that live show is I won't be chatting with you guys. Y'all won't get to see Tootsie because she won't be with me. So you'll have to do without Tootsie. And but for the ones that want to come in on Halloween night, when I start the live show, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, though, I won't be chatting or anything like that. But I will go live. Y'all will pretty much figure out what's happening and what's going on. But anybody that wants to come in and watch, y'all chat with each other. Y'all tell ghost stories, scary stories, whatever. Or just kick back and enjoy the show. Because you're liable to see some crazy fun stuff. But I'm going to be at a undisclosed location. And it's not going to be Pigeon Forge. I'll tell that much. I will not be in Pigeon Forge. So anyhow, but like I said, I'll keep giving you guys a heads up on that. Because I know that's 3 weeks away from tonight. But hopefully y'all will enjoy it though. And I will say this too. Whenever it's, as far as what you're watching, whenever it's over with, then yeah, I'm liable to come on and at least tell all y'all good night, whoever all is on, and say good night to everybody. Like I said, though, Tootsie won't be with me, but I'll at least, you know, because I know I'll have to end the show, so I'll at least, you know, I'll probably chat with y'all a little bit at the end of it. But as far as when I go live right at first, from that point to whenever it's all over with, I just won't be communicating with you guys. And like I said, for the ones that want to come in and watch, more than welcome to. Whoever doesn't watch, that's fine too. Won't bother me a bit. I'm just wanting to give y'all a heads up on what's coming down the pipeline. And then we got other things coming down the pipeline too that's still a little bit ways away, but I'm looking forward to. Other than that, that's about it. Like I say though, I mean, you know, it always feels good to be home, but it's going to be sad to leave here. But I don't really want to talk about that right now because it's still a little good ways away before that happens. So anyhow, I'll flip the camera back around. Let me get caught back up to you guys. Let's see. All right, Scott says, Cottonmouth is from all them hairs you're eating. Well, that's true too, Scott. That's true too. And James has got the Halloween symbols up there, the pumpkins. Scott says, I'm glad you're doing that Halloween thing that we talked about. Yeah, see, I forgot I told you about it, Scott. I didn't think I'd told anybody yet. I didn't think I'd told anybody yet. I forgot about that. I think you and Blaine know. Diamondback says he can't wait. Virginia says granddaughter's birthday's on Halloween. And James says, what are you going to walk door to door collecting candy dresses? Count Chocula? I think you're meaning, well, Count Chocula too, which that's the, you know, but Count Dracula also. But no, I won't be doing anything like that, James. Linda says, I'll come in on Halloween in between the kids coming to the door for trick-or-treat. Sounds good, Jeff. Halloween is a big deal around here, but I like watching your channel, so I can't wait to see you. Well, and Linda, hey, you always going to have the rerun, too. And that's why I say, you know, nobody has to do it. I'm just going to go live, and then that way for the ones that do want to watch and that want to chat, you know, how like y'all chat with each other in here, you at least have that opportunity. But it's definitely not a have to or anything. I'm just figuring on with, you know, like, I know Scott already knows because I forgot I told him. I just figured it'd be something pretty cool and definitely different. And, you know, of course, it'd be the first time I've ever done it. And that's just because I wasn't home last year to do what I'm going to do this year. I was still here in Pigeon Forge. So I missed out. I missed out on it last year, but this year I'm going to get to do it. Just because Halloween's falling on a Tuesday. Hey, Connie, thank you for coming in, Connie. You have a good evening also. Now, I know you ain't going to say a word, Scott. I'm not worried about that. If I was worried about you telling, I wouldn't have told you. Oh, Lordy. Everybody's saying goodnight to Connie. Hey, Amanda. I was caught in traffic by a wreck with mosquitoes. Trucks. Lord, how much bless your heart. Thanks for coming in, Amanda. There's Tana. Hey, Tana. David says, there's that dog wearing and shoes. Really? See, I missed it again. It sure was, wasn't it? I see it now. Name if it ain't in shoes. Everybody saying hey to Tana. It says, Leslie, you think that dog is wearing Nikes? He's wondering, I guess, asking Leslie if thinks it might be wearing Nikes. James says, I'll be there for sure. What time does the live start? Yeah, and that's... Amanda says, I get in weird situations. All right, so I'm caught up because all y'all were saying hey to everybody. That's the other thing, too. And like I said, I'll keep reminding each week, that I won't be chatting during that live show except maybe towards the end or at the end of it to tell all you guys good night. Other than that, though, that live might start well before 7:30. I will go ahead and tell that, too. And that's what I say. That way, whoever y'all can come and go or come in whenever, but more likely that live on Halloween night is going to start a lot sooner than 7:30. And once it gets a little closer, I'll sort of try to give y'all a exact time of when I'll probably be going live. But right now I'm guessing at least probably by 6 o'clock. And it all depends on if we're changing time or not either. I've heard that we're not changing time, but the news has yet to tell that we're not changing time. So it all depends on if we change time or not. But like I say, though, I'll just have to wait for it. I'll have to wait till that time gets here a little closer to find out if all that good stuff. Everybody's saying, hey, I'm reading y'all's comments. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Amanda says, last week I was killing scammers. I remember that. I remember you telling that, Amanda. Ed says, Tana, my wife wants to know if you're feeling better. Fred's saying goodnight to Connie. Jimmy saying, hey, Jimmy, good night, buddy. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock, so I know you're about ready to hit the sack. And Tana saying hey to Fred. And I'm caught up now. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much as far as all I had to jaw about tonight. Everything that we talked about. I don't know of anything else, and I don't think I've missed anything. While I got it on my mind, though, I know I mentioned it last week, but Leslie, if you're still in here, and if you're not, that's fine, too. But right over here, where you can kind of see my finger, I was telling you last week that it might have been the week before, where they put up the 12 days of Christmas. They've already got that stuff out here. You can kind of make one out right in there. Of course, it's not lit up because it's not time yet. Amanda says, I should get my uncle to do the lines about shitting for the first time in months to scammers and go in gross details on what all of it looks like. Lord have mercy. That's pretty good, Amanda. And Tana's talking to Ed. Leslie says, I'm here, bro. I didn't leave. Thomas saying hey to everybody. Yeah, Gary says time changes November 5th. Yeah, I know it's always that first weekend in November. First Saturday in November. But I've been told, though, that we're going to stay on daylight savings. So I don't know. Hey, Stacy. Oh, you slipped in. I'm glad I scrolled back. Hey, Stacy Fowler. Hey, yeah, she's with me. I was showing her earlier. I've showed her a couple times, actually. Here, hold on a minute. Let me, Larry says, no, but I left. Larry. Amanda says, peas and carrots and corn from July. And Leslie says, lying Larry. All right, so I'm caught up. See how Stacy just came in, so I should come here, Tootsie. Come here. I know you're asleep. I know. Come here. Come here. You lazy thing. Ah, there she is. There she is. Stacy hadn't got to see you yet. He wanting to see you. Yeah, he's wanting to see you. So there she is. There's the star. The traffic ain't too bad right now. But like I said, though, there's people here. Fall break. Campgrounds, well, today's been the least amount. But I think after tomorrow, from what I've been told, come Thursday, we're going to pretty much be back full again. And then I think we stay full till the end of the month. That's what I got told at the campground. Oh, yeah, and then Amanda hadn't got to see you either. Tootsie's a sleepy teenage girl. That's right, Amanda. And Tana's saying hey to you. Linda's saying hey to you. Thank you, Stacy. Gary's saying hey to Virginia. And I'm caught up with all the comments. And like I said, I appreciate all y'all coming in and stuff. I mean, it's getting ready to be 9 o'clock, but I'll stay on for probably another 30 minutes. Because then it'll be about time for her supper time. She'll be ready to eat by then. Yeah, I feel you nudge me. Yeah, see, she's back. Yeah, see, I start petting on her. She don't want me to quit. See, anyhow. But yeah, I can't think of anything else that I had to, or not that I had to tell, but that I wanted to tell and talk about tonight. Let's see, y'all want me to go down the strip, take a little ride? We'll just go up and down the strip, see what's happening. Y'all let me know, yay or nay, or I can stay where I'm at. Don't matter to me. Leslie's saying sure. Scott says, all right, y'all get ready, gotta get ready for work. Good night. Hey, thanks for coming in, Scott. I appreciate it. Linda says strip. Larry says, did y'all tell how you got a job at Sexy Stuff yet? I didn't get a job at Sexy Stuff. And Teresa saying good night, Scott. Virginia saying good night to Scott. But now y'all remember though, you know, it's hard for me to keep up with the chat when I'm driving. So Dennis says drive on. Alright, I'll flip I just letting everybody see Tootsie again right quick. Of course you'll see her when we say goodnight. Alright, I'll flip the camera around. And we'll go for a little drive. Yeah, I know you want me petting on you because I got you up, but you're gonna have to go over and sit now. Yeah, we're gonna go for a little drive. Well, yeah, if you want to ride right there, that's fine too. See, this is how when my mama had her, this is how she rode with mama all the time. And that little head just looking forward, but now here she goes. Going to her chair. Everybody's yeah, hey Rob, you on the roof? You holding on tight on the roof, Rob? That's what David's wanting to know if you're getting on the roof. I know I'm always on his roof when they're riding down the highway. And I'll try to watch the comments while I'm driving, because right now the traffic's not too bad. Dennis is saying hey to Tana. Teresa's saying hey to Tana. Here's the go-kart track though, where we all had fun at, right there. And of course, like I said, I've got a video. Scott's gonna have a video coming up. Blaine's gonna have a video coming out, I'm sure too. There's Fantasy Golf. Here's where all the rod run action happens from. We just passed it. There's the upside down Pineapple Hotel. For the ones that know. Teresa says that butt's sticking up. Yeah, that's when she's getting down in her seat, Teresa. She got her head sticking out the window right now, and that's what I'll show it here in just a minute. This stoplight's going to get us, because she started doing that here the other day, and it's cute how she looks when the wind's blowing in her hair. I'll show her to you live once we get back going. She's still standing up, looking out the window. I ain't got a clue what that guy's saying. I do not speak that language. If any of y'all know what he says, let me know. No habla española here, old buddy. He's crossing the street right now, the one I was talking about. Oh, good night, Linda. Thanks for coming in. I'm actually getting ready to show her again right quick, Linda, if you want to see what she looks like with her head hanging out the window. Hang on, I'm going to try to point it where right there. I'm watching the road, just so y'all know. So I hope I'm getting her. And of course she gets down after I put her on camera. Yeah, probably said to watch out for that crazy white man. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Everybody's telling Linda good night. Now, thank you, Linda. And Tootsie saying thank you. Okay, so y'all did see her. All right. Well, I didn't know because, like I said, I was watching the road. But I did see her out of my peripheral hop down right after I put the darn camera on her. If she gets back up there, I'll turn it to her again. I just don't know, have no idea if she's going to or not. She just takes it in spells. They still got the wheel lit up in pink for breast cancer awareness. I'm still debating on if I want to do the No Shave November. I've done it before, but Lord have mercy. I know right there at the end of November, I'm dying to shave because my face will be itching. And I actually trimmed everything on my face today. Just because it's getting a little bit of length to it. Oh, good night, Pam. Hey, good night. I just now saw where you're. I appreciate you coming in, Pam. I'm trying to catch y'all's comments as they come up, trying to. I don't have hardly anybody in front of me, but boy, they piled in behind me. Everybody's saying goodnight to Pam and Linda. Lord, there's a spider. And I hate spiders. Where'd it go? I feel them crawling on me. Oh, I got you. I hate them. I got that spider. I cannot stand a spider. Luckily, I was at a stoplight. I squished him and threw him out the window. Yeah. No, I didn't get out and run, but it's a dead spider now. Yeah, she was in here. She'd come in sort of right at the beginning in Virginia. But, you know, like a lot of y'all, though, you know, just sort of sit and watch. Yep, the only good spider's a dead one, that's right. And that one was dead. I thought I had him knocked out, but he fell down on my armrest here, console, and then got to crawling on me. And I grabbed him real quick and mashed him and threw him out. So when I get home, I have to wash my hands. I guess I'm gonna have to hose the car down with that bug killer, that Ortho Home Defense. I've hosed the camper down and hosed the ground that surrounds my campsite. I sprayed all it, you know, a while back, and it's worked. I hadn't had any, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it to the car now. There's the loaded goat. I say loaded goat because of Andy Griffith. So don't nobody take offense. I'm quoting the show. Because it says local goat. I've always called it the loaded goat. Ooh, that wind's kind of chilly. I might have to put the wind up a little bit. It's a wonder somebody ain't tried to snatch that house up and buy it. Of course, I bet they'd want to arm and leg it being right here on the main. And of course, I don't know that there's any hoping. I don't know, your man could probably fix that up, but might just be better off in tearing it down and building something new back. Now, you know, if I was to get it, I'd probably go in there and just gut it and fix it back up. And then that way you don't have near the cost as far as building a whole completely new one. And plus you don't have near the red tape to go through either. You know, versus building a new one. I wouldn't doubt it. I'd say it's zoned for business or residential. Probably both, Leslie. And it being on the strip, I mean, it's prime property. Oh yeah, we're coming up on something that I've been meaning to show, but never have. And I don't know if it's even been shown to anybody. This place right here, I'll pull in. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. But right here, this is where and hold on, I'm having a brain fart. This is where it's not Sonic, it's the other one. Shoot. The root beer place. Anyhow, it's not the root beer place anymore. I can't think of the darn name of it at the moment. But now it's turned into this. It's $10 or less, and it's nothing but t-shirts. This used to be the drive-in. Somebody help me out in the comments. I'm watching. What was the name of this darn place when it was the drive-in restaurant? Yeah, A&W. There you go, Tana. I knew somebody'd know. Yeah, I knew it was root beer. I had that part right. But yeah, it's $10. It's $10 and less for. I mean, I see pants. I see shirts. I've been meaning to show this forever and a day. And finally it hit me driving up through here. I hadn't been in it. I mean, matter of fact, this is the first time I've even pulled in the parking lot. I would see it as I drive by and stuff. I'm just letting y'all see it as far as get an idea of what all they got and stuff. They got all kinds of Shirtapelia in there, looks like. I think I can get around this way. Nope, I can't. They got storage units right there. There's dumpsters. If it's not rocks, it's dumpsters. If Larry's still in here. I know last week I was showing a dumpster. And then I think the week before that. Yeah, a haunted car wash. There you go. I think somebody's done that. A haunted car wash. I want to say I've heard of that. I'm not sure though. Don't know that. I'd have to get on YouTube and punch it in and see. Here, I guess while I'm going by it again, there's the says voted #1 in the Smokies is what it says on their sign there. It says last stop shop. $10 or less. Like I said, I hadn't patronized it yet or anything like that. But I did. Every time I drive by, I'm like, I know that's new. And been meaning to show it for the longest time and just hadn't. Oh, look at there. Fred's done found it. Fred's found a haunted car wash there for you, Amanda. Amanda says my poster's in them. Well, if that was really true, Amanda, tell me which car wash, and me and Tootsie will get in the car and go to that car wash. That way I can see your poster. Yeah, Amanda says this ride is fun, especially with moonshine. Hey, whatever your cup of tea is, I don't have any problem with it. Moonshine, beer, alcohol, popcorn, and just whatever. Let's see, I'll turn around right here. Every time I see that Eat at Joe's, it always reminds me of Moe's. And they're saying, welcome to Moe's. This is the Tanger factory outlets, and I'm getting ready to make an illegal U-turn, but oh well, there's nobody around. Go ahead. Amanda says it's a phone. Lord have mercy. We'll head down the other way. Get a view of the strip from the other direction. Lord have mercy, what a bump. I didn't even see that. Citizens arrest. Fred says if you watch that vibe, don't be eating or drinking anything, just staring or just saying. That's what he's meaning. Yeah, talking about the video, he's put it up there. The video that he's the link to the video. Hey Fred, I'll have to get back on here tomorrow when my comments show back up. I'll click that link and check that out. But I thought I had remember seeing that here, I forget however many years ago it was. where somebody actually did a haunted house car wash. And it might be the one that I've already seen. I just have to, like I said, I'll have to look that one up and see if that's the one I remember or not. Oh, and I think I was telling Leslie the other day, or I was telling somebody, this has been last week after Tootsie got groomed, because her next time she'll get groomed will actually be when we're back home. And boy, and it might have been Dennis I was telling, and it could have been both. I can't remember. It all runs together. But it, Lord, I'm telling you what, though, I was right on whoever I did tell. As far as her grooming, her next appointment's not till after Thanksgiving. That was the earliest I could get. So she's going to have to, so really and truly, I have thought about maybe letting Lynn do it over here again one more time before we get gone. Because even if she does it, say right there before I leave, it's still going to be another pretty much almost a month before she goes to the one at home. And I mean, and she's already feeling back out some, and it's only been a week, you know, a week today. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, Leslie. I saw your comment. I don't think I saw that one. I don't think. And it could have been. Who knows? Because, I mean, like I said, this was before I even knew all of y'all. Before I even met any of y'all. You know, just where I was on YouTube whenever I was doing research on camping and research on the camper and things that had to do with camping. That's whenever I, you know, that's been 4 years ago. I've had the camper over 4 years, but the camper's 5 years old, but it didn't sell. It didn't sell the first year the camping place had it. So they had a rebate on it when I snatched it up because it was a year old, even though it's still brand new. Still classified a year old. But I've had my camper for a little over 4 years now. It'll be 5 years next May. So it's been around 4.5 years, I guess, that I've had the camper I've got. Ed's giving Leslie a thumbs up. Ooh, I might have to roll these windows up a little bit. It's chilly. It's only fell a degree, though. It says 63. Retype your message, Virginia. I'll try to catch it. I saw where you were trading. Fred says our second year anniversary on YouTube is in 16 days. Now, you talking about doing the trivia or live shows, Fred, or just YouTube altogether? I mean, I know my channel is older than my live shows, but yeah, congrats on your second year anniversary. Okay, everything. Got you. Well, you're gonna have to do something a little special then for yours. Like I say, I mean, I guess this is considered special for y'all tonight, even though it's normal night. But wait a minute, and who? Oh, Leslie's had theirs since 2014. Good Lord, that's a long time. Y'all are coming up on 10 years, Leslie. Here in just a few months, y'all are going to be 10 years. Yeah, everybody's congratulating Fred. Fred says they need to go live to celebrate. Yeah, Leslie, Larry. Be 10 years in January. Y'all ought to do a little live show. Hell, even if it's just for 30 minutes. I mean, it's y'all's channel. Y'all start it, and then in 30 minutes, if you're ready to say, hey, see you bye, then, do it. It's your channel. But at least you went live, and at least we've all got to see your pretty faces. I know we're, what's the old saying? I know we're barking up the wrong tree, Fred, trying to talk him into going to live. It's about like talking to Virginia and doing cooking videos. Love you, Virginia. I'm just messing with you. Amanda says garbage smells bad after a whole decade. Lord, how? Amanda. Virginia says, I've been watching YouTube since 2015. I don't know when I actually started watching YouTube. Oh, Lord. It was long before I even, like I said, when I was hunting down camping videos, I ran into a couple of live chats, but I noticed, and this was from the get-go, as far as the ones that I was seeing live, were like, I want to say big channels, had a lot of subscribers and stuff. So there's like 40-11 million in the chat. And then the day come along to where Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway, happened to go live, and he was a small channel at the time, and he is talking to everybody. He'd read out what everybody would say, type. He'd sit there and talk to you, have conversations, answer questions or whatever. And I was watching that. And that's when I told myself, I said, I need to create a channel name. I said, I want to get in on this. I want to, this seems like it's fun. It seems like everybody's having a good time. And that's what it's been for me. I mean, it really has. I can't really say otherwise. I mean, yeah, there's been stuff that's happened and things of that nature, but still yet, though. I mean, I'm doing my best to have my live shows fun and YouTube being fun in general. I enjoy it. Yeah, same for me, Fred. I just happened to look at the comment there. Yeah, I remember Childers Adventures. I still actually talk to them, Ed. I got on theirs. I'm still subscribed to them. I talked to her through Facebook, her and Rob. Because they don't really do live shows anymore. And they do videos every now and again. But I remember getting on theirs. I mean, I've gotten on quite a few lives. But I mean, that's been way back in the day. I hadn't really seen anybody's latest videos, Ed, if you want to know the honest truth. I mean, I got no reason to lie. I just hadn't really, as far as videos wise, I hadn't really watched much YouTube. And today, even when I was trying, because I was wanting to get on and get caught up with my comments, because I knew I had that video out of the go-kart track, And I was wanting to try to get all my comments caught up before I went live tonight like I normally do. And I couldn't even do that. Until, you know, of course, now right at 7 o'clock, boom, internet comes back. But by then, I had to get ready for tonight's show. It's getting a little chilly, but it's definitely been cold, Amanda. Up until, not this morning, but the last 2 mornings, yeah, I didn't cook no breakfast. I went to Claybo's and ate breakfast. I went to Claybo's Market and Grill to go eat. And starting next week, that's probably where I'll start going every morning. Because it's getting to where it's going to be too cold to cook outside. And I'm not going to put myself in misery to try to cook breakfast when I can go a hop, skip, and a jump right up the road to a warm place and a good home-cooked meal. So yeah, the cooking days are actually coming to an end as far as for me, because the weather's going to go crazy on me after, you know, starting next week. It looks like, I think next Tuesday the high is only 59, which I've already switched over to pants. Yeah, the shorts are put up. I've got an undershirt on. I hadn't done a jacket yet. Hadn't been bad enough for a jacket yet, but it looks like next week I'm gonna have to dig the jacket out. I know I've got it in here somewhere. Wait a minute, Amanda says chicken and dumplings weather is here. Get right. Right. Well, there's a lot of people that like chicken and dumplings year round. My uncle's one of them. No, I'm telling that wrong. It's not chicken and dumplings. It's turkey and dressing. That's what he eats every Thursday. I guess he still does. I hadn't talked to my uncle since the beach, but I'm pretty sure he's still eating the turkey and dressing. Yeah, Fred, I saw where you said it got to 38 Sunday. Yeah, Sunday was our coldest morning too here, but I think it only got to 41 as far as here. Now, next week, there's a chance we're going to see upper 30s for the low, based off what they're showing, you know, showed this evening. Yeah, I don't either, Amanda. I don't know how to make it either. But you're right, though. I usually chow down on the dressing versus the turkey. I mean, I eat turkey, but down there, I mean, whenever I do have the turkey and dressing, I usually tear that dressing up. Fred says same here. Let's see, because it's 9:30 almost. Let me find a good little. Well, no, I'll just stay in this lane. I know where I can go. We'll go to an old stomping ground here. And Dry Creek probably knows where I'm getting ready to go to tell y'all good night. Yeah, I don't. That's right, Amanda. I don't think many people eat the turkeys that are still moving around. Fred says makes. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I don't want to put Fred in timeout. Dadgummit, I've done it again. Make stovetop a whole lot easier. That's right, Fred. And like I said, if I've missed any comments, and if it's any of y'all, if any of them's in here that you want me to read, give me just a few more minutes here, and then you can throw them back up. If there's anything that I missed that y'all want me to see or read, but give me just a couple more minutes here. I'm not turning at this light, but the next one, and then I'll get pulled in to where I can tell all y'all good night. Oh, you're welcome, David. You're welcome. No problem. I mean, you know, like I said back in the summertime and stuff, you know, I didn't go live every Tuesday, but that's because I wanted to be able to enjoy being over here also. Hang on, if Rob and Denise is still in here, I'm going to where they probably already know where I'm going. I didn't want to take a chance on shooting straight across back there, so I had to go the long way. Oh, good old lumberjack feud. This is usually this parking lot's empty though. Not tonight. Oh, look, they got the carriage. I didn't know that. Y'all might have seen it when I was driving. I didn't pay no attention, but I know Jeff Charles has showed this too. But they got the carriage rides out here, and they're putting on a lumberjack show right now too. But let me get out of the way down here where I'm not gonna be in anybody's way. But still try to show y'all something worth looking at. Honeymoon bound. Vimvo, the Bohams. Right there on the back of that car. So if anybody wants to Vimvo the honeymooners right here, I thought it said Bohemians there for a second. Alright. Let me get the camera flipped around here. Amanda says, I think it's Mascot or Groveland. Fred says, that was the bump a while back. It's Mrs. Peggy. Josh was saying, oh, hey, Patrick. Hey, buddy. I'm actually getting ready to say goodnight to everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Uh-oh, Rob. I hope Rob didn't fall off the roof. And Amanda says, I ate fried quail and ducks at the restaurant in Central Florida close to Orlando. And, Teresa, TMA, it's called Claybo's Market Grill. It's just right up from my campground down here. I'll try to remember next week because I get a signal there where I don't think it's fuzzy or buffering or anything. But I'll try to remember to show it next week for you, or the next time I go live, as far as where I go eat. It's at that Exxon gas station though. Just right on Wares Valley Road. It's about halfway between here at the main intersection and where I'm staying, right across from that car wash and right across from the Pigeon Forge High School, if that gives you a landmark type deal. Amanda says Lake County. Pam says we did the Comedy Barn last week. Good show. It's been a long time since I've done the Comedy Barn, and from what I can remember, it was a real good show. I remember laughing. That's for sure. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. There you go. All right, get up here, Tootsie. You want to tell everybody good night? Let me cut the lights on, Tootsie. Y'all can see us a little better. There you go. There you go. But hey, I enjoyed it again tonight. Hope all y'all did. I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight and stuff. Like I said, I definitely enjoyed it. Comedy Barn has good, cheap hot dogs. And Gary's saying good night, everybody. Yeah, I don't know of anything I got going on, so I'll probably go live again next week. Lord have mercy, look coming. Hold on a minute, guys. Barron's Bus. That's what that said. Or Barron's, however you. So whatever, I mean, I'd say that's some kind of, Christian bus, though, just based off the symbols. That thing just pulled in. That's what I'm saying. There's a crowd. there's a crowd here for fall break and stuff. And I guess the whole month October is pretty much fall break as far as, because I mean every state's different. And of course then you got Halloween. But yeah, I enjoyed it tonight. Hope y'all did. And like I said, I'll keep you up to date on, keep reminding you as far as that Halloween night, you know, because it's on a Tuesday. And I'll get figured out exactly what time I'll go live at night, you know, to where y'all can watch the show. Teresa says, I'm getting up early, taking my coconut cake and headed to Arkansas. Yeah, you're going to down there to see your family and stuff. Hey, you be careful, Teresa. Are you flying or driving? I'm going to guess you're flying. But if you don't want to tell, you don't have to. Thank you, Tana. And Fred says, good night, everyone. Jeff and Tootsie, if anyone is interested, welcome back, Cotter. Yeah, tomorrow night's welcome back, Cotter, as far as on Fred and Connie's trivia night tomorrow night. I'll be surprised if I know who all was in it, as far as the actors, or at least some of them. But as far as the show itself, I'll be surprised if I get any questions right, you know, tomorrow night. But anyhow, yeah, thank y'all again. Me and Tootsie love all y'all. We definitely had fun. I don't know what she's staring at, but she's staring at something. But good night, everybody, and we will see you on the next go around, more likely next week. Let's see, let me read. Me and my sister will be going to Lorene's house to go through her stuff. Yeah, I bet so, Teresa. Hey, you be careful going, Teresa. Safe travels. And I know that's gonna be tough on you, but I'll keep you in my prayers, and I'll try to shoot you a text too to check on you too. Also, make sure you're all right and everything. But yeah, love all y'all. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next go round. Thanks again. Love y'all.